All right, ever since Detective Alet Stabler, who played by Christopher Mayoni, senior detective, left Law and Order Special Victims Unit, I think the contract expired. Law and Order Special Victims Unit hasn't been the same and it's been shown. And the episode's been somewhat disappointing. And Olivia Benson, played by Mariska Hargitay. I butcher her name again. I apologize. It seems like it's all about her character. It's focused far too much on her. And it reminds me of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014 movie where they focus far too much on Megan Fox's character, well, April O'Neil, instead of focusing on the turtles themselves. That's what it feels like. And to make it worse for Law and Order SVU, it's starting to drift away from being about sex crimes into being like dealing with regular crimes. That that's what I'm starting to notice. So, and plus that she if Olivia Benson isn't in seeing a psychiatrist almost every episode, it's she's a sergeant and she's adoptive mother. She's juggling a lot of things at once. You can tell she can't handle all those things. Anyway, I saw episode 14 of season 16, Intimidation Game. I gave it a chance. I'm thinking, okay, Hollywood won't screw it up. I'll give them a chance. First half, 50-50. Okay. Second half, cringeworthy. Went down the tubes in a hurry and just said, this was by far the worst episode that Law and Order SVU ever put out. It was rushed. It was garbage. They didn't take their time at all. To me, it goes back to one of the videos I watched from Mercedes Carreras, ripping the mainstream media, for their poor job reporting, stories and lack thereof, etc. Hollywood has a tendency to drag their feet. They're late to the party. They're lazy. In that episode, Intimidation Game, that happened like a couple weeks ago, this past month, was the perfect example. Memo to Hollywood: either you do the episodes, do the stories right, or just don't do it at all. That way, people won't put you on blast and rip you into a new one. I'm just saying. Now, Order 1886. Now, before I get on, let me talk a little bit more about Law and Order Special Victims Union. That episode, it just made you feel that they paint video game community in a broad negative brush. Had this stereotype that card they play, like people who play video games live in their mom and dad and live in the basement, this, that, and the third, blah 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 blah. That's the thing that irritates me far more than anything else. So much more than, have this sexist and racist overtone. Just a little bit. That's how I feel. Now, Order 1886 been getting a lot of attention. Mixed reviews, the graphics superior and everything, but the gameplay, the replay value, the game length, and the overuse of quick time events or QTEs, no multiplayer, no co-op are the main criticisms for the game. So hopefully I get a PlayStation 4 this year. Now I'll play it and see what's going on with that game. See what's what. If it's really that bad. And there's a guy, what was that person's name? Hip Hop Gamer made a video that is very controversial, compared, low scores for not Law and Order, the Order 1886 towards racism towards blacks. Oh my goodness. And of course, the fan base of Hip Hop Gamer defended him to the end of the earth, and that's fine. Others, not so much. They laid waste to him. They're saying that don't support people like him in the video game industry. My biggest problem with that video, besides, him making those comparisons, which is utterly ludicrous, the fact that he came across as a yes man, excuse me. Before he made those comments, you got to go back and what he said. The games have come out broken, busted, and everything. We're supposed to sit back and say, please, thank you, gaming companies. May I have another? Please give me more. Despite the fact the game is completely unplayable. Look at Battlefield 4 and Assassin's Creed Unity are the two examples. Rushed, broken, out the box. But you want the gaming community, just be happy. Just put a smile on my face. Thank you. No, that's not going to work. No. So, whatever. Dragon Ball Z Light of Hope. All I can say, it was a masterpiece. It's an episode called Pilot. Like I said, excellent. Is the acting, dialogue a little iffy? Just a little bit, but you know what? I'll take it over Dragon Ball Evolution. If anybody says Dragon Ball Evolution isn't as bad as people saying it, I'll laugh at you. I'll respectfully disagree with you and laugh in your face. Because that movie, it was an abomination, a pure raw sewage of how horribly, epically garbage that movie was. It's the worst adaptation in the history of Dragon Ball franchise. You know it. I know it. Every Dragon Ball Z fan knows it. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I watched DBZ Light of Hope episode Pilot twice. I was jumping up and down, going crazy. It was beautiful. Masterpiece. Excellent. Thank you, Robot Underdog. Keep it going. Can't wait for the next episode. Just can't wait. A little bit of sports. Do I think that the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors will meet in the NBA Finals? For me, personally, it's going to happen. I'm looking at the Eastern Conference. Cleveland Cavaliers and who? Please tell me. Who's going to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 7-game series in the Eastern Conference Finals? I damn sure don't see the Chicago Bulls because Derrick Rose, he's out with a torn meniscus in his knee again. This dude is a snake bitten. I feel bad for the Chicago Bulls fans. I really do. The Atlanta Hawks, nice story. Get out. Washington Wizards, nice story. Get out. And everybody else are just hot garbage. That's how I see it. Western Conference, woo! Talk about a WWE Royal Rumble style Rumble tumbling. My goodness, it is jam-packed. I mean, I'm looking at the Spurs, I'm thinking, they're not going back-to-back NBA champions. I just don't see that happening. I really don't. For the simple fact that they have lost too many games. And injuries have bit them in the butt. It seems like each time they win a championship, the next year, injuries just completely bite them in the butt. And they underperform. And Greg Popovich just resting his players far too much. I don't know why. I don't. And they're 0-4 so far after the All-Star break. By the way, All-Star game for in Brooklyn or Madison Square Garden, New York, whatever. It was good first half, but second half, slam dunk competition, didn't watch it. I don't know why everybody's sitting there saying that Zach LaVine's dunks are superior to Vince Carter's, which I completely lost my mind when I heard about them. I'm like, wait, what? Well, they didn't use props. Well, that's great, but you got to do more than just go between your legs and dunking all the time. That's just how I see it. Anyways, and we all know Stephen Curry won the three-point shooting contest. Yay. I don't know who won the skills competition. I don't know. Like I said, I have the Cavaliers and the Warriors in the NBA Finals, and I have Golden State winning it in 7 games. You heard it from me first. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And with that, throwing out a salute. Now I'm out. Oh, wait, one more thing in world of football. Not only Carolina Panthers going to cut D'Angelo Williams later this year, they're targeting Ted Ginn Jr., which that's a good thing. And Byron Bell is not coming back. Woo! That's all I got to say. I'm out.